really proud. Like, I'm really happy that I'm drunk. That's what I'm trying to... Ladies and gentlemen, please show all of your love tonight for Nichole Acosta!
So I'm going to try and take you on a journey from when I first wrote a poem ever till now.
Wow.
So I wrote this when I was 11. Love as a poetic story. Love is a game where you make up your own rules. Love is a desire, a raging fire burning within your heart. It's not like acid rain, you can't feel any pain. Love is to be shared, spread like butter on toast. Love is when lips touch other lips. Love is when hugging is most desired. In all wars and all hatred, there is a realm of love. Love is needed for care and happiness. Love is why people get married. Love cannot be bought, nor can it be sold. Love is given and taken. In the game of love, there is no downside. Some loves don't last forever. Hearts are broken and some may never be mended again. Love is a dangerous yet joyous game contained in the game called life.
All right.
Yeah. Yes.
So fast forward. to when I came to Inspired Word like 3 years ago. I'd like to point out first and foremost that my role as Director of Community Relations is an unpaid position. So why do I do it and what exactly do I do? Well, the fact is I love this series wholeheartedly because of what it has done for me that other open mic series have not, and that is to say it saved my life. I have no reason whatsoever to lie to you about this because, like I said, this job does not afford me the privilege of eating the world's finest caviar. Because it saved my life, it makes it easier to do my job, which is to promote this series. When I first came to an Inspired Word show, I had just gotten out of a really painful 4-year relationship, to say the least. I felt like shit, no worse than shit, and the negative air around me was so thick I couldn't get out of bed at all some days until I came to the Inspired Word. When you pay to get in the door, you're not being robbed or taken advantage of, you're not being thrown into a lottery, forced to listen to a few gems out of an awful bunch, hoping your number gets picked so you can play at a decent hour, if at all. You're not forced to sit on top of one another like lobsters in a tank. You're not asked to pay an outrageous drink minimum for a cup of ice and an ounce of alcohol.
Wow.
Being robbed means you get nothing in return, but here you get a whole network of artists willing to create and collaborate with you on any given night of the week, on the spot, or in the future. The whole world is a lottery in one form or another, so it's comforting to know you never have to place your bets here. It's always going to be a great night. No one has to sit on anyone's lap unless maybe you're attending our monthly erotic show. And have you seen the size of that Bear Burger mug? We got discounts if you get on the mailing list, and newsletters, and first-timers who are not performing can get in for free with my name at the door. Comedians can score $50 at a slam at the end of each month, and poets can get $1,000 plus recording studio time. If you're uber talented, you can get on stage at the All-Star Show. And get paid what you make at the door, so everything goes back to the artist. Night after night, I watched amazingly talented people perform and exchange information to work together at a moment's notice or in the near future. This is not a place where people should do their thing and leave. This is a place where people learn from one another and ask, how do I make my art better, and can we work on something together soon and actually mean it? That's magical. I myself met 12 epically talented individuals who, after being blown away by their art and good hearts, I decided to collaborate for a full-length show. And we just did our second one last week. Disregard any and all Nichole likes older men rumors. Mike Geffner is my mentor. Marvin Meglinger is my crazy uncle. Nathan P. is my cool, wise uncle. The Ancient Mariner is my grandfather. Dwayne Ferguson is my big brother. Under 25 and over 35 need not apply. I'm gaining more and more creative brothers and sisters every time I come here. We will never take your money and not care if you ever come back, because if you're part of any real family, you will sincerely be missed if we haven't seen you in a while. But how fortunate we are to be able to have a family reunion and rock out together each and every week. So all I ask is that you leave the negativity and whatever preconceived notions you may have at the door and come on in. You'll be inspired, I guarantee it. So I wrote a book recently.
Yes. Books. Yes.
And I was at this other open mic called Urban Juke Joint, and they have lots of discussions, and we were talking about what a poet's purpose is. So, a poet's purpose. I ain't a doctor, but I save lives. My writing on these lines makes sure that your lifeline never flatlines. I ain't a doctor, but I practice medicine daily. The subway platform is my waiting room. Maybe you thought you were waiting for me, but I was waiting for you. The cure for a cancerous heart is collaboration, but not enough of us have enough motivation to move mountains with each other. We can't remember when we couldn't drink from the same fountains together. Now we can and don't wanna. Same racism, just undercover. I ain't a doctor, but I'm sure I could diagnose you. You are that kid who missed out on what it is to be one, or grew up too fast and forgot how to be one. You are that soul that needs healing, because let's face it, we all need healing. Or maybe you are too numb to believe me. You are the one who wants to save the world, but your boss won't let you, or you are the boss who needs to be more in touch with those who work under you, because without them, you would topple over. You are the single parent doing the damnedest to provide for your child, but the educational system is against you. Or you are the teacher picking up the pieces of broken homes. All you want to do is teach geometry, but you have to add life skills to their lesson plan because they need you. Don't leave them behind. You are someone with a story to tell who has never been told to open your mouth, or you are the whistleblower a government tried to censor and hide. You are everyone and no one at the same time, still growing, you just need the right sunshine. I ain't a doctor, but I could write your prescription. Take 2 pens and call me in the morning. Read your poem to the next person in pain and tell them to do the same, and like an epidemic, we will watch the world change. Woo! So, this is for 5 points, which I really, really, really love.
Rest in peace.
Venue hunting. I asked my boss if I could take time off for bereavement. She gave me her condolences and asked me who died, so I told her. 1. The Bowery Poetry Club died of heart disease. Not enough funds could be pumped through her arteries. Why the fuck do they call them arteries at all if art cannot hold up the walls? They brainwashed her into becoming someone else. 2. The red room in the living room got amputated from the map. 3. The public libraries are becoming breeding grounds for the unemployed and the homeless. There is no vaccine for hopelessness. The artists are working on it, but they're running out of lab space. 4. 5 points got erased. There is no such thing as permanent ink anymore. 5. CBGB's lost its voice when the world overdosed on auto-tunes. Woo! Vroom, vroom, they juicing. Now I made you look. Another artist venue archived in the history book. How many more Starbucks bucks you gonna build in Brooklyn? This don't look like the New York that I grew up in. How do we get the tourists interested in a movement? How many more legends must we lose for their amusement? The rent is too damn high, so all the real New Yorkers are moving. I just want my old York back. These moneymakers are selling our creative dreams. You cannot replace a creative human being with a 3D maker machine. That piece of metal will never have the same heart as me. That Mattel Barbie will never beat the real thing. 5 points is gone. Put your 5 fingers up and point them at everyone who supported all the wrong things. Put them up and say, stop revising my American dream. I don't want to be a hermit crab, but I'm scared of leaving home and coming back to nothing.
Oh.
So, with that Big 12, Dwayne is a part of that.
Yeah.
And he's in
Yeah.
Ferdy.
The spirit of collaboration.